Ladies, this is exactly how to look and feel like you're still in your 20s, even if you're over 40, 50, 60s, and beyond. This is going to be science-based, super practical, and things that you can start doing today. So we're going to go through 5 things specifically. We're going to start off with the mindset energetic shift that you need to have. We're going to go through the different blood work and things that you need to be aware of. We're going to go through some foundational things that it doesn't matter what you do. If you don't do these foundational things, you're going to feel your age. You're going to look your age. And we're all about aging in reverse on this channel. Then we're going to go into some supplements that you can take, longevity supplements. They're going to help you look and feel so much better, so much younger. We're talking hair, skin, nails, energy, everything. And then last but not least, my favorite, we're going to talk about peptides. So especially if you're over 40, but even for my girlies that are still in their 30s, you get to have a head start. I don't care how expensive your skincare is. That's not going to make you biologically age younger, and it's definitely not going to make you feel younger. If your hormones are all over the place, you have no energy, you have brain fog, just feeling gross, you're packing on hormonal weight, you're not going to feel young at all. If you're new here, what's up? I'm Natasha. Everything I talk about on this channel is backed by actual science, the latest longevity research. I'm all about biohacking your hormones so that you can look and feel amazing. I'm also a former RN. I worked in internal medicine before becoming a stay-home mama with 4 little kiddos. Went through a whole bunch of trauma and loss, had a major glow up, attracted my amazing now husband, and we are living our best life. So if you're into any of those things, you want to learn how to master your hormones, your body, your nervous system, longevity, you want to look and feel amazing and age backwards, then you definitely want to subscribe to this channel and be a part of my community. I should also mention I'm actually certified in hormone coaching, and I've helped over 5,000 women to date. Okay, so let's jump into it, ladies. So the first thing that you absolutely have to master is your mindset. Just because you're perimenopause, menopause, even post-menopause age group, that does not mean your life is falling apart. Your life is upgrading. You are now in a life upgrade stage of your life. So that is a major mindset shift, because we have been brainwashed to believe growing up that we are just slaves to our hormones. And once you hit perimenopause, menopause, post-menopause, that, life is just downhill. Things are just falling apart. You're just going to have to accept the weight. You're just going to have to accept the fact that you forget everything. You're just going to have to accept the anxiety, the stress, the sleepless nights, and the sagging skin, low energy, nails breaking, hair falling out. We were just taught that, it's just part of perimenopause. Oh, well, the low libido. Oh, it's just perimenopause. It's just menopause. You just have to accept it. And no. We are not in that paradigm at all. If you're in this age group now, like me, we are going through a life upgrade. Okay, ladies? So we're not having a midlife crisis, we're having a midlife upgrade. And even for my girlies that are in their 70s, because I got women in their 70s that are in my communities and in my program, you are going through a life upgrade as well, okay? So 70 is the new 40, 40s and 50s is the new 20. This really is about your mindset. If you have the mentality that, oh, it's just perimenopause, oh, it's just menopause, and you're just using that as an excuse to stay feeling horrible, then you're going to be stuck there. If we can shift that mindset and then you decide energetically, spiritually, physically, no, I'm glowing up. I'm actually having a life upgrade right now, okay? When you have that mindset, everything is going to shift for you. But that has to be your starting point. Otherwise, I can't help you. Okay, so point number 2, so important, is we need awareness. We cannot change anything that you are not aware of. We're not going to throw darts in the dark. We are going to open our eyes and see what's going on with our body. I've talked about this on other videos, but I'm just going to highlight quick. These are some of the blood work tests that I want you to get done so you could become familiar with your hormones. See, we're not in the generation of ignorance anymore. We are in the generation, in the era of awareness. We understand our bodies because they're your hormones, girl. No one's going to care about your hormones and your body more than you. And for my new people here, I had lost my first husband to cancer. And so what I had really learned going through that whole process that I preach to the ladies on here and the guys on here is you have to become your greatest advocate for your health. You know, doctors have the best intentions, but they're not you. You have to understand your body, not from a place of fear, not from a place of intimidation or confusion, from a place of confidence, from a place of self-love. You are expensive. You are high value, but no one's going to treat you like that until you start treating yourself like that first. I want you to understand where your testosterone is, your estrogen levels, your progesterone levels, your thyroid levels. I want you to understand your iron levels, and I want you to really know your blood sugar levels and your inflammation levels. Oh, and your vitamin D levels, okay? Because all of these things are tied to longevity and are tied to you physically, biologically, cellularly aging backwards. If you need hormone replacement therapy, that's something I want you to talk to your doctor about. So talk to your doctor about bioidentical hormone replacement therapy for estrogen, for progesterone, for testosterone, because ladies, this is foundational. You could do all the other things you want. You can go get surgeries and Botox and whatever, be on a whole bunch of supplements, be on peptides even. But if your hormones are not optimized, it's not going to fix anything. Like, this is your starting point as a woman. And I started recently on hormone replacement therapy. Love it. This is why I'm such a big advocate for it now for women. And so much research has come out recently showing how this extends your lifespan as a woman. It prevents cancers and diseases and brain fog, and it's your fountain of youth, girl. You want tight skin, you want to protect your heart, you want to have clear thinking, you want to have energy, you want to have a strong libido, you want to be tight and right in your body, you want your hair to be thick and long. You need to have optimized hormone levels. Now, if your doctor doesn't want to talk to you about bioidentical hormone replacement therapy, they're telling you, oh no, you're too young, go and find a doctor that specializes in this. This is something that we're going to be offering our clients down the road. We're just not able to offer it to them through telehealth just yet, but I don't want you to wait for me. I want you to find a doctor or a provider that can help you see what's right for you, because research shows the sooner a woman starts hormone replacement therapy, the more protection she has. So not only are you going to slow down the aging process and look and feel younger, like literally your skin, your hair, your nails, but internally with your heart, your brain, your bones, your muscles, your organs, your fat, everything is going to be way more protected when your hormones are optimized, okay? And I love you so much. Next point is some other foundational things that you got to do, girl. Like, this is just like your new non-negotiable. You're hot, you're high value, you're just not compromising these things anymore. These things are going to directly affect how you look and how you feel. So things like your sleep truly is beauty sleep. Like, girl, you cannot afford to go to bed after 10 o'clock anymore. You're just not about that life anymore. Even things like drinking alcohol. Maybe if you drink alcohol once in a while, okay. But I've given up drinking alcohol because it's just not worth it anymore. It just doesn't feel good. If you want to have a glass of wine here and there, okay. But girl, just look at how do you feel the next day. You can afford to be doing that. Plus, you're literally killing off cells every time you're drinking. Another thing that's super foundational now that you're in this age group is your nervous system regulation. So we're talking about your boundaries, what you're available for, what you're not available for anymore. Like, you cannot be in nice girl energy anymore. I'm not saying for you to go and be a bee where you're rude and you're angry. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying you gotta embody your boundaries, girl. Like, you have to be able to say no to the 15 groups that want your help and want you to volunteer. Girl, if you don't have the energy for it, you can say no. It's okay to say no. You say no to the unhealthy relationships. You say no to even your children. If you need to go and take a nap, or you need to go work out, or you need to do something for you. This is so important, because that is going to age you so fast if you don't know how to say no, and you don't know how to regulate and give your nervous system what it needs to feel calm and relaxed and unbothered and not triggered. So make that promise to yourself. You're too high value to be compromising these things anymore. And of course, if you need help with regulating your nervous system, that is something I specialize in, not only with hormones, but with nervous system regulation in my Feminine Energy Academy. We're not about relationship stress in this age group, okay? We are just not about caring what people think. We're not about the people pleasing anymore. No, we are in a brand new era where we understand our worth, our values, we know how to say no, and we give ourselves what we need without apologizing, okay? So here's your permission slip to say no moving forward. The other thing that is so important that so many women struggle with is just getting the protein in. I don't want you counting calories, but I do want you counting your protein every day. You need to keep muscle in your body. That's what's going to keep you looking and feeling young. It's your longevity organ. It's also going to help you with your skin, your hair, your nails, your energy, your fat burning metabolism, helping you feel full longer. Everything. Like, this has to be a non-negotiable for you because you're just a high value woman and you can't compromise on this anymore. So ideally you want to get 1 gram per 1 pound of your ideal weight, which I know for most women, they're just not going to do it because I've coached so many women for so long. And even I struggle with that. So minimum 100 grams a day. Really try to aim for even 120 or a little bit more if you can get it in. And then of course, foundationals, you got to move your body. If you don't use it, you're going to lose it and you're going to shrivel up like a prune. Do you want to look like a prune? No. Okay. Then you need to actually do some resistance training, because what happens is you naturally lose muscle as you get older. And when you lose muscle, guess what's going to happen? Your skin is going to start to sag. So what do we do? Besides all the peptides I'm going to talk about in a second, is you need to keep muscle on your body. Even if it's 3 times a week, girl, make it fun. Find something you love to do. I don't care if it's Pilates, boot camp, workout programs at home, you're doing Zumba, dancing, like, I don't care. But you need to move your body if you want to look and feel hot forever. It's just who you are, period. Okay, now let's move on to your non-negotiable supplements. If you want to stay looking hot and feeling amazing, you got to supplement, girl. Now, of course, it's going to be based on what you can afford in your budget, but my mindset has always been, even when I was a single mom, what's the most important thing for me? I am luxury. So for you, if it comes down to the luxury handbag or buying supplements for yourself so you can look and feel amazing, girl, pick you. You are the luxury handbag. You are the luxury vehicle. If it comes down to the trip to Mexico with your girlfriends, that's going to cost you thousands of dollars. That can fund your supplements for the next year, girl, so you look and feel amazing, and then you're going to attract more money anyway. All right, so it really comes down to your priorities. And I always tell people this because I lost my first husband to cancer so young. So many times people are like, I can't afford this, I can't afford that. And I'm like, girl, you can't afford to be sick, trust me. Because when people get a diagnosis or something like that, they throw all their resources together to try to save their life. So for us, we're all about prevention. And the stronger your immune system is, the younger you are biologically, this is not just Tosh being superficial, this is actual research. The younger you are biologically, the more disease and cancer preventative that is for your body. And a lot of times too, women think that they're depressed or they just have low energy or this or that, but really you're just deficient of nutrients. So my non-negotiables that I teach all my clients to have is the vitamin D with K2. You want to be on a magnesium. All of these things are important for your hormones, foundational for your hormones, okay? You want to be on a good omega-3. You want to be on creatine. Creatine, game changer for your brain, your skin, your muscles, all that, okay? That's your anti-aging supplement right there. You want to be on a good multivitamin, or at least get your B vitamins in. If your iron levels are low, you want to be on an iron supplement. If your iron levels are not low, you don't want to be on an iron supplement. That's not a supplement you just take. And by the way, I reverse anemia in myself, and that's something I help my ladies do in the Feminine Energy Academy. I help them reverse anemia, PCOS, all those things. So if you need more help with that, of course, I'll leave information below. If you're feeling inclined, you can have some longevity supplements. So some longevity supplements that I love, some of my favorite is like a Resveratrol, a fisetin. I have a feeling I'm not saying that properly, but this is how you say it. Turmeric, some really strong anti-inflammatories. You want to have polyphenols. You want to have really strong antioxidants to really help repair the body. And nothing is better at repairing the body than the peptides. So let's go into point number 5, my absolute favorite. This has been the biggest game changer for me and my husband and our community is peptides. This has been the biggest breakthrough lately in the longevity space. Now, I know peptides have actually been around forever and GLPs have been around forever, but it's now becoming a lot more mainstream because they're being approved by the FDA. You're able to get them now from compounded pharmacies. We're just in this new era now where, thank God, because of AI, all this research is being leaked everywhere, is being shared everywhere. And so it's really putting the power back into the people's hands. And so people can take control of their health. And a lot of people are realizing that, okay, prevention truly is the key. So of course we want to look and feel amazing. We want to have tight skin. We want to be nice and, slim and fit. We want to have thick hair, strong nails, but we also want to have the energy. We want to feel good. We want to have a good mood, and we want to prevent the diseases and the cancers, right? For my over 40 ladies especially, these are my peptides that I highly recommend. Of course, this is not medical advice, and you need to talk to your doctor, all that stuff. My absolute favorite peptides for ladies over 40 that are actually going to make you look and feel younger. Number one thing is a GLP, microdosing a GLP. I'm not saying this is for everybody, but if you're struggling with hormone weight, with belly weight, cellulite, especially arm fat, back fat, love handles, and no matter what you're doing, you're exercising, you're doing all these things, and it's not budging, microdosing a GLP will be the game changer. I do have other videos where I talk about this, so you can go and watch those videos. The next one I think is amazing for us ladies is NAD. This is going to help with cellular repair, mitochondrial health. There's so many benefits, skin health, energy levels specifically. By the time you hit 40, your NAD levels have gone down by 50%, and they don't increase. This is why we not only want to do hormone replacement therapy, but we want to start doing peptide replacement therapy. And I'm all about taking the peptides that are naturally occurring in the body. GLPs is actually naturally occurring in the body. NAD is naturally occurring in the body. Glutathione is naturally occurring in the body, and it also goes down. Glutathione is another one of my absolute favorites for women and men too, over 40 specifically, because it's going to not only boost your energy levels, but this is a master antioxidant. So as you get older, as you can imagine, your liver starts to slow down. It's bogged down by fat, by toxins, by just working so hard. So glutathione is going to come in and help detoxify your liver, which is going to increase your energy levels, helps neutralize free radicals, metals, molds, toxins, neutralizes it and helps you excrete it, like you literally just pee it out. Your skin is going to be better. It's going to help make your skin lighter, brighter, more plump, just more youthful looking. It protects your skin from the oxidative stress and the inflammation in the body. Same with NAD, by the way. Another one of my absolute favorites is the GHKCU. Oh my gosh, I was skeptical about this one, but it honestly has made such a difference with skin tightness and firmness and softness. So not only on the face will you notice tightness and just thickness and youthfulness in the face, but I've really noticed it on my arms. So I just did a video where I talked about how I got rid of my arm cellulite and loose skin that I was starting to develop after I turned 40 and I started putting on weight. And by microdosing the GLP with the GHKCU, of course, I'm also on NAD and glutathione, my skin has completely changed. So I used to even I was starting to get the crepiness on my arms. I was just noticing it was just looser and I was getting crepiness. It's all gone. It's already reversed. And I wasn't taking it for that reason. I was taking it more, for my face, but it's systemic, right? So your whole body, your skin is going to tighten up. So that's another thing I absolutely love for the ladies. And of course, it's going to help with hair growth, nail strength. GHKCU has been shown through research to influence 4,000 genes that either upregulate our youthfulness, so that's tissue repair, regeneration, and downregulate the things that cause us to age, so things like inflammation and cell destruction. It literally is influencing 4,000 genes to keep you looking and feeling younger. This is why I also have my husband on it, because of the tissue repair that it does. So that's another one of my absolute favorite ones. There's so many that I love and I'm obsessed with, but another one that I have found to really make a difference for myself, and especially for a lot of women, this is also backed by a lot of research as well, is the human growth hormone stimulating. So that is the sermorelin, the tesamorelin, ipamorelin. And all of those are great, and I've tried all of them. The sermorelin is really great for women. It helps you with your sleep, but I notice it really helps with your energy and your endurance, and it does help with hormone support. I took a break for it because you have to cycle through them. That month that I was off of it, I felt a difference, huge difference in my energy levels and how I slept. And then just recently I started on my Tesmerelin, Ipamorelin combo, and now my energy levels are back up and I'm sleeping like a solid rock again. So that one I definitely recommend for my ladies. Okay, once again, this is not for everybody. And if you're not sure if you should be taking it, of course you want to reach out, because I can help you really determine what are the best peptides and GLPs for you. Everything that I take and I get my clients to take are all coming from a 503A compounded pharmacy. It's regulated. You're getting an actual medical prescription from a doctor. A doctor's license is on the line. I am not about the research peptides, things that are not regulated. I think it's dangerous to put stuff inside your body that is not regulated, even if it's from your friend or your sister or your auntie that trusts this company. You don't know because it's not regulated. So that's just my opinion. But anyway, if you guys have questions, you can drop them below. I will leave a free resource for you. And of course, if you need help, then you can reach out to me and I can help you with any of the things that we talked about. But anyway, I love you ladies so much.